Like, dude, what kind of respectable hotel doesn't have a scale? Doesn't have a scale where you like that comes standards where you stay? Where are you staying at, huh? You staying at the old Illuminati Inn? Huh? Did some broad come in wearing some weird mask? One of those perfectly shaped broads like you see in the movie by the guy who did the Eyes Wide Shut. It's one of Stanley Kubrick. Stanley Kubrick has some of the hottest broads ever in the history of film in his movies. Ever. You know, it's just a shame horrible shit happens to him. But, you know, in the midst of the horror, you're like, God damn, that's a beautiful woman. And I think that really speaks to the beauty of a woman, that something horrible could be happening where you're like, wow, she looks like a statue with a muff. All right. They never have the muffs in statues. Have you noticed that? It's a little difficult with the concrete. What are you going to do?
And the big dude from Pile, what is your major malfunction? What was that called? Full Metal Jacket. Remember that guy?
The guy who was a drill sergeant in Full Metal Jacket was a real drill sergeant.
Right.
And they said that some of those guys say I talked to soldiers, said the most hilarious things. The reason they were running.
Pile. Wipe that smile off your face, Private Verzi. Start trying. I couldn't handle high school, Paul. Well, I think movies ruin it, so now you're like anticipating it. I imagine it must have been amazing when you first met a drill sergeant, you know, back in the day before every fucking movie gave him all those one-liners and shit or whatever. I like how, like, drill sergeants have, like, stock jokes.
Yeah.
There's only queers and steers coming. I don't see any horns. Where'd you learn how to whisper, Private? In a helicopter factory? Just starts doing, like, stand-up, you know? Hey, let me tell you something, Private. I don't come to McDonald's and knock the French fries out of your fucking hand, do I?
Oh, shit.
I don't go down to the whorehouse and slap the dicks out of your mouth, do I, Pirate? Dude, that's the sketch. He does hacky 80s stuff. I didn't know they could stack shit that high. This guy can back me up.
Am I right?
Am I right? I know what you guys are thinking.
What?
I know, yeah, it got super gay. Imagine if your drill sergeant said that. Not even have the decency to give it a reach around and be like, how did you know that about me? I mean, how do you resist it? He's just lobbing it over the net. How do you stack shit? I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess if they're constipated or maybe like cow chips or something, like human shit.
Yeah,
tapered.
no.
I just kept playing it over and over again, like Jack Nicholson in whatever that movie is where he chops that guy, Scatman Crothers, with an axe. The hell's that movie called? Red Rum? The Shining. I just sat there with that look on my face. Lounge singers don't travel. They're just stuck at that same place, you know? Like Jack Nicholson in the movie The Shining, just slowly going crazy. Playing handball off the wall of their Red Roof Inn suite.
I'm staying in one of these Red Rum, just one of those, you know. I like old shit to a point. Old hotels, I love the lobbies, but the second you go up to your room, you start walking down the hall, you know, you feel like you should be riding a big wheel, and you're going to come around the corner, and those two creepy chicks are going to be standing there. God damn it, that movie freaked me out. That movie's it's still disturbing. That's just a disturbing movie, you know? And it's not the fact that he goes completely insane. It's just, as a comedian, watching a man suffering through writer's block like that and having that woman coming up whose face is shaped like a parking meter, asking you how it's going every 20 minutes. I love how they blame the hotel rather than that, you know, what I would say, she means well, you know? They just were a bad couple. I think that's what it was. And when they were down in society, they could go to events and they could sort of water down their awful relationship by interacting with others. And then once they just got, you know, once they were just staying there at the hotel, you know, for the whole goddamn winter.
You should have seen that building. I mean, it was just incredible. I wanted to take a tour of that. It had this really cool, like, old school just look about it, / almost reminded me of the hotel that was in The Shining, which, by the way, is a gorgeous hotel. It's just that Jack Nicholson goes in there and loses his mind. If you can just get past the movie. It's a beautiful hotel, and this seemed to be like the same era of architecture, and I really, really thought it was gorgeous. Oh my God, I just talked about Jack Nicholson in The Shining. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. He's just sitting there typing that over and over and over again.
That's probably the most frightening he ever was.
Oh, the shot. Yeah, he's nuts.
Yeah. And there's something about the what's the woman who and I just spaced
Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall is like, you feel for her, and she's also annoying. Yeah, like just get in the hatchback and just let Jack go crazy, because it just, you know what it is? I think when I watch it, I kind of, in her, I see myself sometimes when I'm just playing the victim and being helpless. There's just something about it where she have a bat. He's a writer. How tough can he be? Just hit him in the head. It's not like he's a plumber going nuts. He writes shit.
Right.
Sitting at a typewriter. Good Lord.
He's got carpal tunnel. He can't even. How does he even swing his axe?
How does he hold the handle? And we met out near like Red Rocks, and we rode around in the Rocky Mountains in Colorado for like 4 hours, maybe 3. I don't know. It was like we rode for an hour and a half. And we got lunch at the hotel where they shot The Shining. It was amazing. And that was amazing alone, just to see it. You're like, oh my God. And in the front, they have like, they more have like these little standing, look like little like shrub Christmas trees. Like they don't have the maze there, but they kind of have a little one just for like tourists. If people remember, I mean, the movie's almost 50 years old. And then, of course, you go in, and it's different because they built like a set and everything. But the front, is where they shot it. Scatman Crothers coming up in that little snowplow thing and all of that stuff. And it was amazing.
I don't understand why they had to be there to watch it. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to be doing up there? I mean, the level with which that it's going to snow, no asshole is going to go up there and vandalize the place. If they come there, it's because they need shelter. There was really no reason for it. Oh yeah, I got to write a book. Yeah, why don't I go up there? I'll hang out there, and I'll do my own room service every day. I'll stay in room 706, and every day I'll take an elevator all the way downstairs to the kitchen. Who would sign up for that? Really didn't have any sympathy for him. I think it's a great movie. I'm just in a grumpy goddamn mood because today I got to drive from Ottawa all the way up to Sudbury.
I like Stanley Kubrick's Space 1999. What the fuck was it called? Last Computer on Earth. I'm sorry, Brian, I can't do that. Or whatever the fuck he used to say. 2001, A Space Odyssey. I like that movie. The flight was a joke. I literally watched one full movie. All right. It was, I watched Dr. Strangelove, one of my favorite movies of all time, and favorite director, Stanley Kubrick and Peter Sellers. Everybody in that movie is fucking brilliant. I watched that. To the store. It's the dude from, what the fuck is that? One of my favorite movies of all time. Stanley Kubrick movie. The fuck is the name of that movie? Dr. Strangelove. All right. I'm just doing, who I'm really doing is, what's his face? Oh my God. From what the fuck's the name of the movie? Also known as Why I Love the Bomb. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I can't remember the name of it. No, I'm just not going to think of it, and it'll come up to me. And then the guy Peter, who played the Pink Panther. I have all half information today in my brain. It's his version of the German guy is who I'm doing. All right, wait a second. Let me. I got to look this up here. Why the fuck can't I fucking remember anything anymore? All right, what is it? Peter. Wait. Why I Love the Bomb. Dr. Strangelove. That's who it was. Dr. Strangelove, and I'm doing Peter Sellers' impression.